Hello folks, I thought I'd do a very quick garden tour for you all. It's February the 15th today, and we're just going to have a very quick walk around my back kitchen garden. So if we just start here, you can see in this pot, the tulips is now starting to appear from their winter slumber. The herb bed is looking relatively green. Some sage has appeared to die off, but it appears to be coming back, so that's quite good. In here I've got swede. They will be coming out soon, and in their place will be planted carrots towards the end of March, and that's why it's got the horticultural fleece on it. It just warms the beds up a tiny little bit. Here you can see the pansies and lavender. They're very nice, very colourful. The pansies have been flowering pretty much all winter. Same deal with this bed, nothing in this one now. I cleared it out about a week ago, and again there'll be carrots put in there because unlike at the allotment, the soil in here is really nice fine stuff. The red currant, you can see there is buds. I don't know if it's going to come into focus, but there are buds on that and they're ready to come out. Blueberry, well, it's already starting to come into leaf, which is great. Gooseberry, slowly coming along, but nothing as quite yet. This is a blackcurrant, and again, that's starting to come along very well. You can see here, this is coming out in the next few days. There is kale, which is luscious and green, and there's some Brussels sprouts, which I'm going to process for the kitchen. This is one thing I've done today. I have tidied up this bed, and I had some rhubarb in these pots, which were, the roots were coming out the bottom of the pot, so I very quickly put them out and I've planted them there, and they've already grown quite a bit today even, so it's quite warm. It's about 15 degrees. Some strawberries in here. I'm going to tidy them up because they're a bit of a mess. Turning round, you can see the other bits of fruit. There's just some cutting plants there which don't seem to be doing very much, but it is their first season, so they may take a little bit longer. Daffodils are starting to come out now, out the ground, out their winter slumber again, and the raspberry area here looks very good. This I don't really do very much with, it kind of just exists. There's some strawberries which are flowering, which is nice because it gives the bees something. Walking round, I've got some hanging baskets in here. I've got pansies in here, violas. These are going to have another crop of flowers fairly shortly. And I've done this again in the last few days. I have emptied this bed of beetroot, and I've put in these thingies, trellises things, teepees, and they're going to grow sweet peas. I really like growing flowers in the back garden, because again, there's less of a need now that I've got the allotment to grow as many vegetables. So that looks really nice, and I'm really looking forward to sweet peas. And I've done the wraparound bits, as you can see, because apparently one way of getting a better crop is supporting them like that. So we'll wait and see. Last year I had a very good crop, but they kind of got to about that height and couldn't climb any higher, which is why I've put these in. Here's my strawberry beds. I've made this today. It's a cloche type thing with netting, and that's because a cat kept going in it, so I've tidied that up. These two beds will also be getting the same treatment. I just need to get more of this blue pipe because I didn't buy very much of it. So that will be getting sorted probably again this weekend. It's quite a simple one. But there is, as yet, very little growth from the strawberries. I might have to get a replacement. Daffodil poking its little head through. That's what we've got there. And in this bed, I've got leeks. They've not done particularly well, but they've not done terribly. So I will be harvesting quite a lot of them soon, I imagine. I might do a leek and potato soup one night. They're quite green, but they have got a little bit of rust, and they never did particularly well at the beginning of their lives. So that's probably why. In this bed, you can see here, I've got garlic. I do like garlic. There's probably, 25-30 garlic plants in there, which will be ready about June. And again, I like garlic. It's a nice aromatic, and it's something I enjoy growing in the back garden because it adds a bit of colour over winter. Another pansy and some hyacinths starting to come out there, which is great. In this bed, I've got some beetroot, which will be ready in about March, April time, with some spring onions. They're kind of just relics of last season. And yeah, for now, that is just about everything in the garden. In the greenhouse, there's very little. I'm just sorting that all out for being my propagation area. Again, for here and at the allotment. And I will do an allotment tour, probably March or April sort of time. But it all looks it's very quickly starting to grow. We've had some warm days the last few days, so plants appear to be doing a fair bit of growth. My compost bin's also doing quite well, which is nice. Anyway, right, thank you very much for watching. I will see you all later. Bye bye.